Next up in the Hitchcock The Beginning box set is Blackmail from 1929. Now, this is a really interesting film because there's two versions on the disc here. You get the silent version and you get the talkie version, because when this was completed, it was at a time where sound was coming into film, and they kind of had both versions of this. You know, the silent one was released in Britain, and I think the talkie one was released a little bit later in America. And it's wonderful checking the differences between these two. And it's a great tale as well. So there are moments where there's lots of dubbing on this one. There's moments where the sound will drop out. My preferred version is the talkie version of this one. I've watched both. And they're both interesting, but I like the talkier version more. And you can kind of see how they've changed things about to make it a sound film rather than a silent, which I kind of like.
No! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
And it's the basic story of a young woman, Alice, whom is in a relationship with a police officer, but doesn't really have that spark. Frank's a character that just, he's there, he's reliable, he's not really that exciting, and Alice kind of feels a little bit like, I mean, he's there, but he's not really there in an exciting way. And she kind of one night after they have an argument meets up with an artist, and as she kind of walks and talks with the artist, he kind of talks her into come on into my house, gets her in there, gets her in a state of undress which she doesn't really want to be in, and things kind of ramp up there. There he attacks her, and suddenly she ends up picking up a knife and defending herself, killing this man. She's in a place she shouldn't be in. She's at a time where, you know, if she's found guilty of this, she's going to die. She has this weight of the world on her. Her boyfriend is a police officer, and she just runs. But somebody sees what happens. There is a witness to this, and as the title of the film leads on, it's going to lead to blackmail. I thought this was wonderful, and it's definitely leading into Hitchcock's wheelhouse, where he really knows how to squeeze the tension out of scenarios. There is a prolonged sequence that was infuriating within this film, and it's down to the performer, who is just absolutely excellent. And that's when the blackmailer makes his appearance, lets them know exactly what's going on, and slowly leads them down this avenue of, I am going to milk you for every single thing that I can.
I say, would you pay for this?
And it is horrendous. It's rage-inducing to watch this man. His smarmy look, his smile, his I'm untouchable, I've got you kind of demeanour was something that was so rage-inducing for me. But it's wonderfully done within the film, because it really gives you this antagonist. You know, we have Alice, we see the weight on her, we see how she is fracturing as a person because of what she has done. You see the weight on Frank as he's a police officer who's investigating this crime, and yet he has to almost cover up for his love, and just the sheer glee and joy in this person to blackmail them. It's a phenomenal performance from that actor, and it is just simply terrific. I can't rave about that highly enough. It was, so good. I despised this person.
Come on, out with it. What do you want?
What do I want?
But it's all these sequences where Hitchcock manages to squeeze every single drop of tension and frustration out of me, the viewer, watching this one. And although the ending is fine, it's definitely a product of its time, there is a interesting chase sequence which is really well done that leads to a really kind of nice finale, and it's one as the viewer I wanted morally. I'm not sure it's entirely fitting, but I understand what these characters have gone through and the opportunities that have opened themselves up and the situation that has been on them. I can see them taking it. I just don't feel like there's a happy future for anybody. It's going to be years of regret and guilt.
I say, it's not me you want. It's him. Ask him.
I loved Blackmail. I thought it was terrific. It was a definite winner for Hitchcock. I think this was a huge success at the time it came out. I'm really interested in the fact that we've got two versions here as well, which is great. Both worthwhile. I just kind of prefer the talkie because there's a little bit more put into that. It's a little bit longer. I think it's maybe 10 minutes more, which adds a lot, to be honest. Here we are in the disc for Blackmail. Let's go to the bonus features. First, we have Silent into Sound, Neil Brand on Blackmail. This is 16 minutes, 24 seconds, and he talks about how this was his first orchestral score that he created for a silent movie. We have Annie Andre's screen test, which is great, even though it's only 52 seconds. You actually get Hitch there himself, which is just surprising. Yeah. We have an extract from the British Entertainment History Project with Ronald Neame, which runs at just under 20 minutes. We have a commentary by Tim Lucas. We have another Hitchcock Truffaut archival audio interview excerpt, which is 11 minutes 31 seconds. And again, another introduction by director and film historian Noel Simstolo, which runs at 6 minutes 28. And a stills gallery. That's the extras for Blackmail. It's a real cracker. I would love to know your thoughts on Blackmail, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.